Nice, I beat it.
Whoa, that was my first attempt past the massive choke point waves today.
Glad I got lucky today, at least. I chose to go for the middle coin. It's just easier to keep straight blind for me. 2004 attempts. Yeah, it took me like 3 or 4 sessions. Just wasn't able to finish it off initially. Died at 91. Died a few other times in the 80s. Nothing like too unlucky. Level's just hard. I saw people call this like fairly easy for an extreme. That is not the case in my opinion. I only have like 2 medium length extremes anyways before this. I think it's Cyclone and Glisten, which is interesting that I've done so few medium length ones, but this is my hardest medium length one. I think this is like a what, green tier NLW probably makes the most sense in my mind, because it's tough. It's tough. It's a good level. I do think that if this level were an Insane Demon, it would be like near perfect though. Like, that's the thing with this level. Like with something like Hidden in the Sand, it was bad, and I recognized that if it was nerfed to an Insane Demon, it would just be so much better. This level, I still feel that if it was nerfed to an Insane Demon sentiment, like, if it was nerfed to an Insane Demon, it would be better. But it's still good. Like, that's the thing. Like, this is just still a good level. The first 2 waves are massive, massive choke points, and I was not a fan of dying to those over and over again. Like, I literally just needed 1 attempt past those parts in order to beat it today, which is funny. But even then, the other waves are a bit tough, but much more fair. The other ways later in the level. The ship parts are also kind of clunky, especially when you're learning them, especially the last ship. The last ship was really awkward to learn. The one in the middle too, with all the orbs. Like, those parts were like really clunky when I was learning them. But by the time I was started like playing from zero and like today and stuff, like they were fine. They were consistent. Deco's great, obviously. There were a few other clicks that stood out as choke points. I think like I forget exactly, because I really didn't struggle with those today. I think like Green Orbit, like 49 was one of them. I'm trying to think of what else. I really drawn blanks, but they were mostly in the first half. I think I enjoyed this still. There were also a few minor bugs that I encountered, but Awesomeme was kind enough to fix them, and that's great. I appreciate that. You'll have to see it. Creators being responsive towards fixing small issues with their levels, because I mean, realistically speaking, like, yeah, there's choke points, but it's like I'm not good at wave, and so I'm naturally going to struggle with that more than others. It's not, and that's not like I'm not calling for an emergency nerf date or anything. Like, that's just a skill issue at the end of the day. But with fixing stuff like that, it is very much appreciated. But yeah, it's still a good level. I would recommend this. I would just be aware that it's people are calling this easier than it actually is, and it's just, if you know what you're getting into, then yeah, I'd say go for this one, because it was pretty fun at the end of the day. I had my gripes, but at the end of the day, it is a fun level for sure. GG's though, GG.